district-wide, and there is dozens and dozens and dozens of cases. Now, if your staff, that entire multi-million-dollar unit of staff that I see sitting back there, have no process for actually knowing this takes place, then you've got two problems. One, it's either being stopped by the police department coming forward to you, the senior staff, or the elected officials. You, Alan Wong, should know better because you've been doing this job an awful long time. Those resources, no. So you either don't know or you're pretending not to know. So one of those things is happening. The other thing is, then you have school liaison officers who are gatekeeping against following protocol for investigating hate crimes, and particularly hate crimes against Indigenous and Black folks on the genocidal level. And in this room alone, 5 other incidents of anti-Semitic, which is also genocidal category here, that is happening under your nose. You don't know about it. And so when I see, I'm particularly pissed off because we had an election. Did you get elected? Yeah, you got elected. You were elected by the people of this city to represent the students, their safety and well-being. I got a PAC member there. You know what? All of these folks showed up to a PAC meeting. They got a subcommittee, an anti-racism committee, and parents from the school that this is happening. They got that together. And in the list of responses, it was erased. There is no anti-racism PAC being set up to investigate this, according to anybody here. And when she stands up in a meeting and she is sent back to the hallway, when was the last time you were in high school and you were taken out by a vice principal to stand in the hallway and have a private fucking conversation? Did that feel good for you? So don't tell me you're standing there understanding these folks. You either don't know what your job is, aren't doing your job well, or refusing, or pretending you're not doing your job. There is enough resources in this room to get the job done. And it should have been done a long time ago. Do you know how many people have been harmed on this? You have the resources. You have institutional memory when this city ran the best anti-racism and the best youth programs that are written up in the 1990s. Proud day. This is a fucking embarrassment. It is an embarrassment for all those people that are sitting in there, including Sadie Keene, who spent a lifetime working. This woman here spent a lifetime working to set this shit up. And you stand here in the hallway and tell these folks, what do you need to be set up? You listed off all of those policies. Where's your damn practice? That's what you need to be answering for. They don't need to be answering for you and doing your job for you. Where is the practice? You can stack up all of the policies in the world. Anybody here know that those kids were going in as Ku Klux Klan? Anybody pay attention to the use of the word in curriculum in Tupper? Or the use of the word S? Do you remember that? What did you do? What was your practice? Let me ask you that. When the Tupper curriculum came in with the use of the N-word to describe Black folks, or the use of the word S in Tupper, in East Vancouver, when there's murdered and missing women, what did your department do? Can you answer that question? Last year. Can you answer that question? Do you have a practice? You want her to tell.
I'd like to finish one conversation before I do anything else.
So you want her to be accountable and to tell you, but you can't say what your job is. When that came public, Alan, can you say what the district did?
Are you, Randy?
We're asking for a meeting.
Randy.
We're asking for a meeting to listen. And
Why are you asking?
I have a
we're
question.
asking for a meeting.
Why are you
I have a question
asking?
for both the staff and the trustees. So my name is Natasha Aralaya.
Hi.
I'm a social justice diversity equity consultant. I worked with the school board for 3 years with their anti-racism consultant between 2008 and 2011. During that time, we wrote a really robust anti-racism policy. I know that that's been folded into what is now your policy 170, the non-discrimination. But in that, it's diluted because what has been taken out, it covers all areas of identity, and we need specific. The reality is hate crimes are going up. Diversity, we know Canada's growth is around racialized people, and we know that globally and locally, hate crimes are going up. So at a time when things are getting more diverse, when issues and crimes are going up, The school board, in its wisdom, took that policy and diluted it down into a diversity policy, took the anti-racism consultant and acts that job, and the anti-homophobia, and acts that and has a lukewarm diversity consultant. For a school board the size of yours, you need a team of anti-racism consultants.
So there's something that we can dig into
So that's
working
what
on.
I'm saying is you went
Okay.
backwards
Okay.
instead of going
Yeah.
forwards. I'd love to see all that reused.
Okay, well, there's a good start, there's a helpful suggestion.
That's what I
It's a
think.
very helpful suggestion.
So
All right,
there is
so-
a way forward, but
Great.
it needs
So
action on that.
Let's start the action.